Welcome to Pop History. This episode will look at the story behind some of the popular events from August 1980. On August 1st, the premium cable network Cinemax began broadcasting in the U.S. on over 50 cable networks in the eastern and midwestern parts of the country. Advertised as a films-only channel, Cinemax was operated by Home Box Office, also known as HBO, a subsidiary of Time Life Broadcasting. The channel aired both older, classic films as well as those that had recently been in the box office. Programming originally began at 1 p.m. and lasted until about 12 a.m. Cinemax moved to a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week broadcasting format after about 4 months. In 1984, it introduced Cinemax After Dark, softcore adult films that ran after midnight, earning it the name Skinemax. On August 8th, the American musical fantasy film Xanadu was released. The title refers to the fictional nightclub which is created in the film, which takes its name from Kublai Khan's dynasty in China. The film featured music by the film's star, Olivia Newton-John, as well as from the Electric Light Orchestra. The movie earned many negative reviews and was the inspiration for the creation of the Golden Raspberry Awards, which are given to the worst films of the year. The film's soundtrack became a huge commercial success, however, and was certified double platinum in the United States. The film has since become a cult classic for the way it mixes the storyline from an old-fashioned 1940s fantasy with the modern, featuring late 1970s and early 1980s rock and pop music on the soundtrack, as well as for fans of Olivia Newton-John. In addition, Xanadu was Gene Kelly's final film as an actor. On August 11th, the first of Chrysler's new K-Cars rolled off the assembly line at Chrysler's plant in Windsor, Ontario. The K-Car was the result of Chrysler's decision to produce a new line of economy cars, beginning with the 1981 model. It came with a 4-cylinder engine that boasted a fuel efficiency of between 30 and 40 miles per gallon on the highway. The 1981 Aries 2-door model cost just under $6,000, the equivalent of just over $20,000 today in 2022. By the mid-1980s, 4 Chrysler K-Cars, Dodge Aries, the Plymouth Reliant, the Dodge 400, and the Chrysler LeBaron dominated the auto market, building back brand recognition that Chrysler had lost in the late 1970s. On August 13th, baseball's National League voted against adopting the designated hitter rule used in the American League. The vote of 4-5 meant the result fell 3 votes short of the 7 out of 12 votes required for the rule to be changed. Interestingly, 3 of the owners chose not to vote. Many fans were disappointed after having high hopes that the change would be put in place for the following season. On August 22nd, British rock band Queen released the single For Another One Bites the Dust from their 8th album, The Game. The song became a worldwide hit and in October took over the #1 spot on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart for 3 weeks, reaching #2 on the Hot Soul Singles chart and the Disco Top 100 chart. The song became Queen's best-selling single with sales over 7 million copies. During that time, Christian evangelists alleged that several rock songs contained subliminal messages when played backwards. It was claimed that the chorus to Another One Bites the Dust, when played in reverse, can be heard to encourage the listener to smoke marijuana. The band had to issue a statement denying that the song contained such a message. Ironically, it was later determined that this song could save your life. In 2016, British health experts found that the song's 103 beats per minute tempo is ideal to perform chest compressions when administering CPR. On August 25th, the Broadway musical 42nd Street opened on Broadway at the Winter Garden Theater. With music written by Harry Warden and lyrics by Al Dubin and Johnny Mercer, 42nd Street won the Tony Award for Best Musical. The show continued for almost 9 years, closing in January of 1989 after almost 3,500 performances. Sadly, the show's director, Gower Champion, died only hours before the opening curtain at the age of 61. Producer David Merrick walked on stage at the end of the show and told the audience the sad news. On August 26th, two men claiming to be delivering a photocopying machine wheeled a large box into Harvey's Resort Hotel and Casino in State Line, Nevada, near Lake Tahoe. A letter that came with the box explained that it was actually a bomb and demanded $3 million in exchange for the instructions on how to defuse the bomb. The instructions also explained that the bomb would detonate if any attempts were made to move it. As a bomb specialist tried to examine the device, the bomb exploded, hurling debris 4 blocks away and severely damaging the first 3 floors of the 11-story resort hotel. Luckily, no one was injured or killed. John Burgess and 4 others involved in the extortion plot were later convicted and sentenced for the crime. On August 28th, magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, was first used, employing a full-body scanner built at the University of Aberdeen in Scotland by a team led by Dr. John Mallard. The imaging technique generated a magnetic field that, when combined with computer-generated radio waves, creates detailed images of a body's organs and tissues. An MRI can help doctors detect tumors, organic abnormalities, inflammation, and other internal issues. Mallard's machine was later used at hospitals around the world. That wraps up our look at pop history from August 1980. Keep an eye out for our next episode coming soon, when we will look back at September of that year. For now, as always, thank you for watching and joining us in this stroll through our memories from 1980.